Okay, folks, look, we're just doing the same thing again. They want us to break this down into what things multiplied together give us this polynomial. First thing, find the GCF. What's the biggest number, Bella, that goes into 4, 6, and 14? 2. What's the biggest power of x that I can choose from each one of these factors? Just x, okay, or each one of those terms. Now, to help us find out what we multiply it by, we divide each one of these terms by 2x, right? So I'm going to get 4x to the 5th over 2x minus 6x cubed over 2x plus 14x over 2x. Yes? Tucker, let's make up some time here. What happens with the 4 and the 2?
2. It becomes 2.
It becomes 2, and what do we get with the variable?
X to the 4th.
X to the 4th. The top has 4 more. Okay? The next fraction, when I reduce that one, Dane, what about the numbers?
Minus 3x squared.
Minus 3, and I'm left with x squared. Right? Top has 2 more. Maddie, finish up the last one for me. Plus 7. X's cancel, 14 over 2. Done. What that means is 2x times 2x to the 4th minus 3x squared plus 7 times 2x gives me that. You see, why are we factoring these things? Why do we care? Well, we will in the future have things on top and bottom that can cancel, but we'll only be able to reduce those fractions if we see what the factors are. We need to be able to break them into factors so that we can cancel them. For instance, 12 over 18. Guys, you've been doing this since you were 4, okay? You know that this is 6 times 2 over 6 times 3. You have factored it, and you cancel out the common factor, and it gives you 2/3, right? You can do that mentally that fast. But this stuff, it's a little bit harder. We need to be able to factor them to see what goes into them and then cancel them. All right? Okay, let's look at the next one. There's another one? There is. But just one more. This is it. Okay? It's easy. It's no different. There are more variables behind the numbers, behind the coefficient, but that's all right. Preston, question. Give me just a minute. Okay? Let's look at this. It says factor. What 2 things multiply to give me that? All right. Ryan, let's find the GCF, right? The greatest monomial factor.
Maybe like 4.
Okay. 4 goes into 8 and 12. What's the biggest power of A?
Just A.
Just A. What's the biggest power of B?
Just B.
Just B. And
C squared.
And I can take C squared because they both have it. Okay? So, we'll come down here. 8A squared BC squared over 4AB squared minus 12AB squared C squared divided by 4ABC squared. Okay. Preston, why don't you take the first one for me? When we reduce 8 and 4, what are we left with? 2. How about the A's?
A.
Just A on top. What about the B's? Nothing. They cancel out completely. What about the C squared? Nothing. They cancel out completely. So we're left with 2A, right? Okay, and then in the next one, let's see, Bailey, finish this one off for me. Numbers? Not 3, but what? Minus 3. The A's cancel. We're left with 1B, Bailey says. What about the C's? They cancel. So we've got minus 3B. So that means that this polynomial factors into these 2 monomials. When I multiply this stuff, I get that. Okay? We want to be able to do that so we can cancel out when we have some rational, when we have some fractions. Okay? All right. Great job. You're ready.